The village burned. Flames licked the sky, consuming everything. Screams echoed through the night, a chorus of terror and despair. Little Anya, hiding in the shadows, watched her world crumble. Her clan, the Crimson Claw, feared throughout the land, was no match for him. Sir Destruct. His armor gleamed like polished obsidian. His eyes burned with cold fire. With every swing of his sword, demons fell, their bodies dissolving into ash. Anya, small and unseen, clung to a shred of hope. Hope that someone, somehow, could stop this carnage. But deep down she knew. Hope was a flickering candle in this hurricane of destruction. The ground trembled. Anya peeked from her hiding place. Sir Destruct stood victorious, a mountain of fallen demons at his feet. His gaze swept across the ravaged village, cold and calculating. Then he saw her. Anya, the last survivor, her eyes wide with terror. He approached, his shadow engulfing her. Anya closed her eyes, bracing for the end, but it never came. Instead, she heard his voice, deep and menacing, "You will serve me." Anya looked up, her eyes now filled with a new resolve. Anya became Sir Destruct's apprentice, trained in the art of war, forced to wield her demonic powers for his cause. Every day felt like a betrayal of her clan, of her family, of herself. She trained with a fury that masked her pain, her small frame a whirlwind of lethal strikes. Sir Destruct watched her progress with cold satisfaction. He saw her potential, the raw power simmering beneath her control. He would mold her into a weapon, a tool to further his own ambitions. He believed he had broken her. He was wrong. Each night Anya cried herself to sleep. The flames that had consumed her village still burned in her dreams, her family's screams echoing in her ears. She clutched a small charred pendant, the only remnant of her former life, a symbol of her clan, a reminder of her pain and a spark of defiance that refused to be extinguished. Anya repeated her oath every night, each word a venomous whisper. "I will become strong, strong enough to avenge them, strong enough to destroy you, Sir Destruct." Sir Destruct sent Anya on mission after mission, each task more gruesome than the last. He believed he was honing her skills, making her a loyal weapon. He didn't realize he was feeding a monster of his own creation. Anya discovered a secret, a forbidden magic known only to her clan. When a demon fell, their essence lingered. Anya, with a touch, could absorb their power. Every kill made her stronger, fueled her hatred, and brought her closer to her goal. Sir Destruct remained oblivious, blinded by his own arrogance. He saw her obedience, her efficiency, but not the fire that burned behind her eyes, a fire that grew hotter, brighter with each passing day. Anya played her part perfectly, the obedient apprentice, the perfect weapon. She would wait, and when the time was right, she would strike. Section 4. In the Shadow of a Tyrant. Years passed. Anya blossomed into a formidable warrior. Her skills surpassed even Sir Destruct's expectations. She moved with deadly grace, her attacks swift and precise. But it was her eyes that held the true terror. Eyes that had seen too much death, too much suffering. Eyes that smoldered with a cold, calculating fury. Sir Destruct, for the first time, felt a flicker of unease. He had created a monster, and now she stood beside him, a constant reminder of his own mortality. He pushed those thoughts aside, clinging to the belief that his control over her was absolute. But doubt, like a venomous seed, had been planted. The tension between them crackled in the air. A silent war of wills waged in every shared glance, every curt word. Anya walked a tightrope, balancing her growing power with the need for secrecy. One wrong move, one slip of her mask, and Sir Destruct would strike, and Anya would be ready. Section 5, the serpent coils waiting to strike. Sir Destruct's reign of terror continued. Kingdoms crumbled, armies fell, and Anya's power grew with each victory. But her true allegiance remained a secret, buried deep within her heart. A secret she guarded fiercely, for it was her only weapon against the monster she served. The time for open rebellion had not yet come. Anya needed more power, more allies, to challenge Sir Destruct's might. She moved like a phantom, sowing seeds of discontent among the subjugated, whispering promises of freedom and vengeance. Her name became a symbol of hope for the oppressed, a harbinger of Sir Destruct's inevitable downfall. Anya knew her time was coming. The final confrontation was inevitable. She could feel it in the air, taste it on her tongue. The serpent coiled, muscles tensed, ready to strike. And when she struck, She would unleash the full fury of her rage, the culmination of years of pain and planning. Sir Destruct would pay for his crimes, and Anya would be the instrument of his destruction.